In this video, I'm going to show you what I believe is to be the best way to deal with Spanish tenses and aspect is a thing that we'll talk about here. So typically when you open your 501 Spanish verbs, complete conjugation type thing, the tense, or like past, present, future, and the aspect, which again we'll talk about, perfect aspect, what does that even mean, and everything like that. Typically in those books, it's not arranged in any sort of sensical way. It's just like there on the page. What you're looking at here is tense across the top, aspect down the side, creating a sort of two-way, like two-dimensional matrix with an X and Y axis, you know? So I call it the tense aspect matrix, and it's the key to understanding the tense and aspect of verbs in any language. Not every language has all the same tenses and aspects, but Spanish is almost identical to English in terms of tense and aspect. So take a look what we have here, right? So vertical columns, past, present, future. I took the verb cook. Cooking is a really good sample verb because you can just cook and not have to say like, oh, I'm cooking rice. Or you can say I'm cooking rice. So it's both transitive and intransitive, which kind of makes it flexible and like a good one, it's a verb to work with. Any verb would be fine. So I cooked is cocine, okay? So you see the ending there, the fuchsia ending. So cocine, a different verb could be I traveled, viajé. The point is that you're in the simple past tense. So if you go over to the horizontal side, simple is the aspect, and it's the past simple. So I traveled, I cooked. It's answering the question, what did you do? Okay. By the way, if you go over to ChatGPT and say, hey, ask me 10 questions in simple past in Spanish, it'll give you questions that you would have to answer. You'd have to use this pattern to answer. So like, where's the last place you traveled? Or what's the last thing you cooked? Or whatever like that. And you go, you have to answer. So that's a really good practice to drive this point home. Is practicing answering questions and having ChatGPT generate. So present simple, cocino, answers the question, what do you generally do? Do you cook, often? And if you say, yeah, cocino mucho, it's like I cook a lot, Future simple, voy a cocinar, voy a viajar, voy a comer lasagna. And then conditional, cocinaría. What would you do? Think about the question that would trigger each of these tense/aspects. What would you do? If you had a party of 100 people, would you cook or would you order catering? Oh, I would cook, or cocinaría, no? Move down to continuous aspect. Estaba cocinando. Answers the question, what were you doing? So like, what were you doing this time yesterday? Oh, I was cooking dinner for the party, right? Estaba cocinando para la fiesta. Present continuous, ongoing continuous, estoy cocinando, same as estaba cocinando. You see, the continuous aspect is the ando. I'm gonna be doing this, voy a estar cocinando, and I would be cooking. So if I didn't order catering, I would be cooking all day and night for this party. Estaría cocinando, okay? Move down to the perfect aspect, meaning something has happened, has been done, okay? I had cooked already, había cocinado already like 10 trays, and then I find out more people are coming, so I have to, I have done this. He cocinado. Have you ever cooked for 100 people? No, I never have. Nunca, never, nunca he cocinado para 100 personas, ¿verdad? Habré cocinado. I will have cooked. I'm not done yet. By this time tomorrow, I will have done it. Or I would have. What would you have done? That's the question, right? Perfect continuous. Just add in layers on layers here. I had been cooking. Había estado cocinando. How often do we use that tense? I don't know. I have been doing this. We use that a lot. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? ¿Qué has estado haciendo? Oh man, I've been cooking for the last 2 days for this party. He estado cocinando. I've been traveling. He estado viajando. I've been practicing my Spanish. He estado practicando mi español. Same pattern. If you can get one pattern, get one verb. It's like the Zen expression, know one thing, know 10,000 things. Know one verb, you know them all. I will have been cooking now for the habré estado cocinando. I would have been cooking, habría estado cocinando. You find out how much you really need what. I used to do this. This is a good one. Cocinaba, that's called the imperfect aspect. Past, and there's only past there. So I used to do this. Used to cook all the time. Antes means before, back in the day. Antes cocinaba mucho, okay? Now we get into the final two rows here, which are not aspects, they're known as moods. In Spanish, modos. So you have modo subjuntivo and modo imperativo. So subjuntivo is something hypothetical. So if I did this, right? I'm not saying I did, but I'm saying if I did, if I had even, right? So si cocinara, man, if I had to cook for 100 people, I would go crazy. Si tuviera que, if I had to do that, si tuviera is in the subjunctive past, okay? I want you to do this, so quiero que cocines, that's your subjunctive mood, which everyone loves and should love. Subjunctive mood is awesome. And finally, imperative, just do it. Cocina. Or no cocinas, okay? So that's your general pattern, just to get you started. But the point is, if you can do one, you can do them all, or at least you have a really good start. Know your tense aspect matrix. It's the ground floor of grammar. The tense aspect matrix is the ground floor. From there, you would add layers of when did it happen. In fact, this comes from a larger sheet that's like a key to Spanish, which I can make available to download. Check the description and see if I put it somewhere to download, okay? Any questions or comments that you have about anything regarding Spanish or language learning, feel free to let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.